Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever Series 3, the Great Western Railway. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode. And last time, I'll just quickly go over last time, we were working on all of these areas, so all the roads going out. So this one going up from Enfield, this is sort of Tottenham High Road and things like that. This is the A1 Holloway Road going up, that's going to go out that way. We had this one over here going to Ilford, that's Romford Road, and that's going to become Leytonstone High Road and going to go up towards Chigwell. We had these roads here, I can't remember the name of this road now, well done me, but this was East India Dock Road, West India Dock Road, and I can't remember what it became here. We got some places over here. This is essentially where City Airport ends up, and so yeah, we were working around this entire area here. Now in today's episode we're going to move over to this side because we've got this we've sort of got all of this here, the main roads. We need to start getting some main roads in here because that's the end of the map. That really doesn't matter. We really need to be building down here and up this way. So that's where things are really going to start mattering. So I thought in this episode, let's try and do stuff here. So we'll try and get sort of Lambeth and Brixton, working our way down towards Croydon. So as you can see, in fact, I'll show you in a minute. So we'll work our way down this way. We'll see what kind of main roads we can get. This is Kennington Park Road, and it splits off here to Brixton Hill. Well, this is Clapham Road now, that's Kennington Park Road there. This is going to go down Brixton Hill, so we'll do the roads there. We'll do some roads all the way down here. We've got Old Kent Road that should be going across that way, so we'll do that as well. And yeah, we'll see however many roads we can get in, so make sure you stay tuned for the rest of this episode, perhaps the next one, for that. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is really get into figuring out which roads we need to put in. So if I just zoom in over here and let you have a look at that for a moment, see if we can recognize any of the roads that actually come along. Taking a look here, for example, we've got Kennington Road here. Oops, I keep doing that. And you've got Kennington Park Road there, so I don't know whether we've got Kennington Road and Kennington Park Road connected, so perhaps that's one to do. So let's have a look right now. Let's go over to this point and let's see what we've got. So we've got that triangle. So we've got Lambeth Bridge, Westminster Bridge. So that's Westminster Bridge, Lambeth Bridge. We've got that there. That's Kennington Road. Right, there you go. We've got Kennington Road going in. So that's Kennington Road all the way down to Kennington Park Road right there. So that's fantastic. Also, I've put in a couple of other mods that make this look a little bit more British. You can see that the railways look a lot more British now. In fact, we've even got the correct sort of buffers. So yeah, things are looking great. Slowly but surely. Right, let's line ourselves up again. So Kennington Road there, Kennington Park Road along there. We need to work out where we need to go from there. Now, if we go up here, we've got Kennington Lane to deal with around Vauxhall Station. And again, this is going to bug me. This whole Waterloo Station thing is going to really bug me until I can work it out. There's got to be a way. That's the Oval. And then we've got sort of Camberwell New Road. That looks like an interesting road to put in, but I want to sort of work right now on this. We've got New Kent Road, Great Dover Street, and we've got Old Kent Road down here. So if we can work on that, that might be interesting. And that's got to come in from London Bridge. So we've got London Bridge there, we'll go across this way, got Borough High Street, that'll go to this one here, that causeway there, and then from there we've got the New Kent Road, and that's going to essentially become Kennington Park Road. That is literally Kennington Park Road. So that is this road here. So that's fantastic, so we've already got that, keep doing that. That's Borough Road. Up there, Westminster Bridge Road, Borough Road up to that junction. And so if we go down to St George's Road, which is... do we have St George's Road? Is it that one? I think it might be that one, although we haven't got the greatest angle on that. Yeah, that is, because that's St George's Circus. Oh, no, we didn't do St George's Road. We just did London Road straight down. Because we couldn't work it out, so we combined the two. Yep, because if you look here, Lambeth Road goes in there. St George's Road is supposed to cross from about here across like that, That's how it's supposed to go. I wonder if we can put it in. Amazingly, we can. If we really wanted to, we could put this in to join like that. And that would be St George's Road right there. That's tempting. That is really tempting, and then I can always make London Road a bit smaller. I'll tell you what, let's pop that in, and then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to see how big things like houses are. It's probably huge, right? That's like a tiny little thing. But we're talking about housing here. Yeah, see, that's the problem. You can't really fit anything in there if you put St George's Road in. However, we could look to delete that small part, so we can always put the roads in and come back to deleting them afterwards. I feel like that's a good idea. So let's do that. And that tells us very nicely that that's where New Kent Road is. Now, New Kent Road is going to be coming up pretty much, let's see, top of London Bridge. Yeah, so if we have a look at the top of London Bridge there, and we bring it straight down, New Kent Road is going to go up to there. Possibly like that. Let's have a look. Zoom in, please. There you go. Yep, New Kent Road looks like it does something along those lines. Until about there. So that also gives us another road that we can connect. So that's that road down there. We can connect a nice thin road there. And that's actually going to become the Old Kent Road. So that goes from, let's see, up there, which we don't have, but we've got top of Borough Road. So really we could just take it out from there like that. And that's Great Dover Street. And Great Dover Street sort of curves off in this direction like so. There we go. Sort of alright, and that becomes Old Kent Road. Now, Old Kent Road is going to go all the way. And this is where we've got to really be careful. We've got to try and get this right. So we're going to say that we could roughly make it, we curve it slightly, and then keep it a straight line all the way up to that point there. So if we look at sort of there, something like that, that would essentially be Old Kent Road. If we now look at it on the other side, it should have come down, oops, maybe it's coming down a bit too far. Old Kent Road, if we line that up there, no, that looks like it's about right, coming in through Greenwich. So actually, not quite like that. Something like that is actually a fairly accurate representation of Old Kent Road. And you can actually see why, because you can see here we've got the hills. You can just see how the roads are. That tells you that you've got the hills there because you've also got that there. You can just tell. And that is literally this section here. That's actually worked out really well. Thank goodness for that. So should we just take that as Old Kent Road? Or can we do a little bit better? I feel like we can do it a little bit better. Perhaps like that. Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit better. So we'll take that as the Old Kent Road. Okay, great. So that now comes down. Old Kent Road comes all the way down to here, which is comes up Queen's Road and New Cross Road. Now, New Cross Road, where do we go from there? Because could we continue going down? So continue going down, but as you can see, it just ends. That's where Old Kent Road ends. That's the main part. Now, we could bring this along because we can go along Queen's Road, High Street. That comes along to Peckham, right? So you're going through Peckham Road. And then we'll go up Camberwell New Road, and that connects back up to Kennington Park. Yep, that connects up to Kennington Park Road. So what we can do is we can loop that. So we've got the Old Kent Road, then we can go along here and then up. And what we do there, and where does it connect? Not too far from here. In fact, theoretically it connects there. Yeah. And then Camberwell Park should go down there. That goes down there. And then we've got the join right there. Sorry, not Camberwell Park. Camberwell New Road. How far does Camberwell New Road go before it starts doing something strange? Doesn't even get as far as London Bridge. So realistically, it's only that much. Nope, don't do that. It's only about that much there before we can start doing a bit of wibbling. And essentially all we're going to do is we're just going to represent this with a bit of wibbles and a bit of wobbles all the way up to Old Kent Road. What we're going to do with Old Kent Road is we're just going to finish the road off like that, as it should be. There you go. Represented. Because that is a really wobbly road. And that's just going to continue all the way along New Cross Road. We could go down Lewisham Road, I guess. We could go down Lewisham Road. And New Cross Road, we could go up here towards Greenwich and go through Greenwich Road. And that's an important one because that takes us up to the observatory in Greenwich Park. That's an interesting one. Loads of things to be thinking about here. Alright, I'll tell you what, for now what we do... For now what we will do is we will just go up like this. This is... This is the... where's the observatory? This is the observatory here. That's Greenwich Park. So the observatory's up there, and that's Royal London. The old Naval Academy. So if we go up like that... That should sort of give us our angle there. And then we can start figuring out where on earth we're going to be going. I'm assuming... I'm assuming it turns up and goes up here, and then the other one goes around. That's what I'm taking this in to be. And there you go. That's Old Kent Road done. So we are definitely getting somewhere quite quickly. Any other major roads we can put in? I feel like there could be a few that we could put in. Albany Road? Albany Road sort of disappears again. This is the problem. It's just, they disappear. We don't have the Surrey Canal, unfortunately. Alright, well, you know what? This entire area clearly is just going to be filled up with housing. So we could just put a whole bunch of roads just like that, just layer them with housing. That seems like a really good idea. So what we'll do is, instead of going up that way, let's try and do Brixton Hill. Or Brixton Road, should I say. There's Brixton Hill. Yeah, let's try this. So, we're talking about a road that goes down here up to literally the Brixton Hill. Right. Where does it come out from? Camberwell New Road. Literally out from Camberwell New Road, so we'll just bring it out from there. What's the direction it goes? Roughly south for a while. How far did we take this one? We took that all the way to the bridge, didn't we? Yeah, we took that all the way to there. So it goes roughly south until there. No, until way before there, until about there. And then it starts sort of going up, yeah, then it starts going up the hill, fine. So, if we do something that goes roughly perfectly south-ish. No, it's not perfectly south-ish now, is it? I suppose it does have a slight turn to it, so we'll do that, and then there you go. Like that. Perfect. And then we shall start doing this. This is essentially what it's got to do, and all that's going to be filled up with houses as well. And that's the Brixton Hill. Perfect. I think. That is the Brixton Hill, right? Please tell me that is the Brixton Hill. Also, we've got this road that comes out of nowhere. It's an interesting one. That comes out of Kennington Park Road. How did I not see that one? I was looking down Clapham Common, but there's this road here. King's Road. Which then Atkins Road, that connects up to the Brixton Hill on this side. So that's interesting, and that goes up to the Crystal Palace. Okay, West End and Crystal Palace. Wait, is that where this is going? That's the Crystal Palace Junction. To be completely honest, I don't actually know what Crystal Palace is. Sucks to be me. Right, so that came down like that. There. And that does run parallel to it. Yeah, so I'm going to run that parallel for how long? This is where things are going to start getting very difficult. So the only thing I can do is I've got to try and screenshot these and try and figure out where they've got to go. Parallel there and then down. Yeah, we could do that. So we'll do that there and then and make sure that we get up the hill really easily. Line that up again. And then we can just go down right into Streatham. And this is where we're going to start struggling because we don't have any other references. Actually, I suppose we could use... That's going to be a difficult reference. Over here. That's going to be a really difficult reference. So what we're saying is that it goes down. How far is it going along? Because that reference is way out here. There's Richmond Park. There's Richmond Park, right. So we're saying go along from there. And the road is still continuing along from there. There it is. I didn't mean to play that. Wow, we've been playing through. I didn't even notice we've been playing through the whole time. Rubbish. It's fine. So we go along there all the way. And we're saying the road is still continuing here. That's what it is. So let's give ourselves the road quite roughly. Sort of starts going south again. Alright, so that's Brixton Hill turning into Streatham Hill. There. Good. That looks about right. There's Richmond Park and everything sorted. Okay. Good. Now where do we go on that? Now we've got to figure out something else. So let's see. The next place to go is going to be... Ooh. Well, now we're heading down towards Croydon quite clearly, as you can see. The only problem is, again, I think I've got Croydon wrong. Because the roads that we just put in are these ones here. And if we go straight down from there... Actually, we're on the outskirts of Croydon. If we go straight down from there... Yeah, see here, we're slap bang in the middle of Croydon. And that's the only other thing. That is the other problem. What I'm going to do is demolish Croydon. There we go. That's Croydon gone. So yeah, we're roughly okay. Croydon would be there as opposed to there. Okay. And that's where I really need to be getting down to somehow. I've got to find the road that gets into Croydon. Now, where is the road that gets into Croydon? Or where are the roads that get into Croydon? Here's one. London Road. Hello, here we go, London Road. That will help us. Now, where does that join up? Does that go to Streatham Hill? Streatham High Road, Streatham Hill. That's it. That's the road that goes all the way to Croydon. Fantastic. That's just solved everything for us. So we've gone up to Streatham Hill. We got to that point where it was going there. Now all we've got to do is bring it down into Croydon. So essentially all we've got to do is bring it down. Roughly like... It's got to go roughly like that. That's roughly what we're doing. We'll bring it down into Croydon. And how far is Croydon supposed to be marked? Let's have a look at where we're bringing it down to. We'll bring it down to there. Follow along the Thames. Just below here. Just below. So it's supposed to be there. That's where we're looking. That's Croydon. Well, this entire area is Croydon. Which isn't bad. That's not too far off where I thought it would be. Now I could, in theory, just literally do that road as it is. And be happy with that. And it is a distinct possibility that could work for us. Because again, these tiny bends and everything, we can't do it. It just cannot be done. So to do that, potentially is pretty good. However, I would much rather we got this slightly better. And by that, I mean we're going to try and get some movement on this road. Because we're going to try and follow up the hill. Somewhat. There you go. And now we can just... Nope, still not. Keep it going up. There we go. That will do. That will do quite nicely. That's London Road going into Croydon. Okay. Now London's starting to sprawl out. Now we're actually... See, we spent forever focusing on this part. But now London is actually starting to sprawl out a bit. So we've got some of the roads in now. What other roads can we get in? Maybe out of Croydon, maybe going towards Bromley. Where's Bromley? There's Bromley. This entire area here. Is there a road that we can get in from Bromley? I think in Lewisham. Right, no. Let's focus on any other roads that we need to sort out here. King's Road. If we do pop King's Road in, that's connecting up to Clapham Road at that weird junction here. Oh, that's what happened. We didn't actually do the junction. So King's Road's supposed to go down here. Clapham High Road's supposed to go down that way. That's what it is, because look, you can see that's the park right there. You can actually see the little bits and bobs for the lakes. Theoretically, I could probably fill this up with water. Please tell me this works. Where do I find this? That's not the one. That's not the one either. Water, water, come on. I know I've got water somewhere. There it is. Doesn't look bad. That does not look too bad at all. Of course, now I don't know how to demolish that. Oh, you can just demolish it just like that. There you go. So that's how we're possibly... That's a possible way that we're going to be able to put in some of the canals. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. I might even be able to put in some of those docks then. In fact, should we try? I don't know how this is going to work out. High, really tiny brush. Let's see what happens if we try and draw out some of these. Right. Wow, that actually works. I can just draw these out. Admittedly, they're not going to connect to anything. But I could actually draw these out. Right, let's do it. Let's finish this episode. In fact, no. Let's do that in the next episode. Now we know what to do. That's going to be the next episode. So I'm going to end this one here with some of these roads in. Let's take a screenshot to show what we've done and how we're starting to fill bits and bobs in. Like that. Maybe slightly higher. Hold on. There we go, like that. That's better. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever Series 3, Season 3, whatever you want to call it, the Great Western Railway. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Also, you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Twitter and Instagram. Again, link in the description box below. Next time out, we're going to be getting on with building some of those docks and seeing how that pans out. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because I think that is going to be a pretty good episode. I'll see you guys then.